Morning, y'all. This is Marie from our Okie Homestead. I was out here letting the chickens out this morning and thought I'd give a little update on my garden. I've been ignoring it and I'll probably continue to ignore it for another couple weeks. I hate to say that, but since the goatee girls had escaped, I've been working trying to clean fence line up so I can get new fence in so that way they won't be able to escape. Anyway, to the garden. I hadn't even taken the tomato plants down, and we've had a freeze a couple times, and I apparently didn't get all the tomatoes off there either. The chickens will be happy here in a little bit. I'm not going to do it right now because I still got to go down and feed the Speck and the goatee girls, so I'm going to do the little tour real quick. So I'm going to reverse this, and I do want to say, y'all, I really like my blueberry bushes. Not just because I love blueberries, but check out the foliage on them. Let me reverse this. Look at that. It's kind of this reddish orange color. I love that. So, yeah, I've been debating on trying to figure out where I was going to put my blueberry bushes. The next spring, I'll be transplanting them into the ground. 3 of the 4 are supposed to get as tall as like 8 foot. One of them is only supposed to get 3 foot, but yet it's this tallest one that's doing really well right here. I'm waiting for them to go fully dormant before I trim them. So anyway, I'm starting outside of the garden because, like I said, I was letting the chickens out. Now I'm gonna walk around here. I've got me some bags of leaves here that my mother and sister brought. I need the leaves. I got leaves. I don't have time to get out and rake all the leaves. I could rake up a whole lot of leaves. So yeah, I've got it looks like mostly like oak leaves. Oh, I see some magnolia pods in there, so I know there's some magnolia leaves in there too. So I've got to get them spread out between this bed and that bed is where they're gonna go. In a minute, they'll figure out I'm not gonna do anything and they'll all take off running and go around the house so that they can go get dog food. They do it every morning. Chickens are starting to run around there. There they go. Here's the rest. They're all going, oh, let's go run around there and get some dog food. So, see what I got here? Dead tomato plant, a few green ones left on it. They'll probably go ahead and turn red too at this point, because look, that's what happened with that one. And that one. And those. This is why I said I've been ignoring my garden, and oh my goodness, look what happens. You take the good with the bad, right? I definitely have got to cut my lettuce. Get off of here, bug. Isn't it beautiful, though? And that radish is ready to pull. Do I see any carrot tops yet? No carrot tops yet. Not that I'm seeing. Well, this is interesting. What is this in the middle of here? I don't think that was a carrot. I think that was a weed. You wouldn't think, as tight as these are planted in here, that there'd be room for a weed to try to grow, but apparently. My beets are coming along. So far, this is the best looking beets I've grown. The bugs, look, I got me some beetles going on here, and they've been eating on some stuff. My radishes, which honestly, I think them radishes probably should have already come out of there. Wow, my goodness. Yeah. I'm gonna have to pull some radishes, y'all. Look at that. Just trying to come up out of the ground by itself. If I get past this other lettuce. Look how that lettuce there just, wow, it just kind of exploded too, it seemed like. So, yeah. The good with the bad. But that's pretty cool. Now, the worst freeze that we had, I think we got down to like 26. I went ahead and just threw a blue tarp over them for the night. It didn't save the nasturtium. Well, most of it. The nasturtiums definitely don't like it freezing. But the lettuce and the carrots definitely tolerated it just fine, along with the radishes and the beets, and definitely the peas. I don't know if I'm going to get anything off of there. Probably not. I mean, they feel flat as all get out. It's like, you'd think that'd be a nice size pea. Oh, look. They're lined up in there. But it still doesn't look like, it's still not big enough to pick. But I like the way those look. That's kind of cool. If that was a snap pea, I'd go ahead and snap it off of there. But, yeah, I like the way the peas look. You know, I thought about not using these trellises for my tomatoes this next year. I thought about just using them for like the pole beans. And then once the pole beans are done, I can pull them down, and then I could go ahead and plant the peas on all four sides. But I kind of would like to just have a straight run of fence to have peas to grow up next to also. Because I think you would have to plant a whole lot to get enough for a meal. And that's what I'm trying to figure out on some of this stuff. To me, for stuff that's like what's worth me planting for me and my family and what's not. And I really like the way the peas look. And I'm not sure on the volume if with the space I want to use. Timing wise with the cold weather, since they like the cold weather, that works in their favor. I may do them just because of that. But I wouldn't consider peas for me and my family a staple. These radishes are doing pretty good too. And I got some weeds going over there. The few beets that are there have been eaten up. I need to water this. It's looking kind of dry from my baby carrots. But we're supposed to be getting some rain. So if I do, I'll just kind of lightly sprinkle, and then, because it seems like if I count on it raining, even when it's overcast looking like this, seems like you can never count on it. It can say in the weather forecast 90% chance of rain. You know, well, it doesn't always work out that it's going to happen. So I don't want to risk all my carrots here. You can see I got a patch here that must have dried out, and so they didn't do good here. A weed did though, of course. So anyway, that's where we're at on that. Like I said, I never got anything planted in this bed. The bedding that's in there is just gonna have to break down over the winter. You still see some of the pine shavings from the bedding. It was chicken litter bedding. But yeah, I'm really liking the foliage color on my blueberry bushes. Reddish orange. I like that. So now I'm thinking, I wonder about when I do transplant them, putting them along each side of the driveway up towards the gate. And then that way we could still get around them to harvest the blueberries. And I even thought, man, with the color that comes on with them, that is so pretty to me. I think it'd be kind of neat to have part of the driveway lined with them just for that red foliage in the fall coming in the drive. But we haven't had enough of a freeze yet to kick the strawberries back. They're continuing to spread, as you can see, all into the onions. Got a weed there. This is the great thing about fall gardening, because the weed pressure and the bug pressure, if I had ignored my garden this summer the way I've been ignoring it for the last week and a half or so, it would have died. Most everything would have been really, if not dead, almost dead. And with it being cooler weather, the weeds are not coming on the way they would, and everything is doing pretty good. Even though I've been kind of ignoring stuff. So, do I advise ignoring your garden? No, I don't. Because, you know, it could look a lot better. I still gotta get my plastic up from here. It's not cold enough yet for me to take apart my compost. That trellis is coming out of here because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that area just yet. And I may do nothing with it until next summer. And my biggest goal is at some point this winter to get that out of here. I just figured I would let y'all see that, you know, in some situations you can actually ignore a garden and it does okay. So don't let time constraints, you know, totally turn you off from trying, you know. Never hurts to try. All you can do is learn something in the process and maybe get lucky and be able to grow something besides weeds. Oh, I need to put something else in there, I guess. But anyway. Just love seeing that green, green. That red in front of that green just makes it prettier. There's the garlic again. Now, I've never grown garlic, so I don't know, is the top's gonna totally die back if we get a good freeze again a couple times? You know, a couple days in a row of freeze? Because just that one night of it getting down to 26, some turned a little bit yellow. So, if y'all have the answer to that, let me know. Otherwise, I'll update y'all later on the garlic. That's gonna wrap it up for now. Y'all have a good one. Woo.